Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise in honor of America. As the Bingham High School Marching Band, under the direction of Andrea Bish, plays our national anthem, followed by the Bingham High School alma mater, Dreams of Bingham High. Television series Coach.
Good evening and welcome to Ron Thorne Stadium in South Jordan, home of the Bingham Miners. We are fortunate this time to get some pre-game band music with the cheer squad out there. And we're getting a lineup here of the little guys down there for the football team, so it looks like the players will be headed out here pretty quick. We are getting ready for the matchup between Bingham and American Fork. American Fork comes in with a record of 4-0, undefeated on the season. Bingham so far this season 2-2, 2 wins to take them 2-0, and then unfortunately on a 2-game losing streak. So we're hoping to turn that around tonight. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it at the field and not go to graphics or standings right now. We will look at the schedule probably a little bit later on and some of the other things we had in store, but let's see what the team is doing. We got the student section down here getting rowdy already. So let's cut down to them and see what's going on here. There's the students. And we have the Miner mascot. He's quite a hoot to to watch during the game. So looks like we got those guys all ready to go. And a little bit rowdy, they say, so here they go. The theme seems to be a American theme, patriotic theme, something, lots of stars and stripes, lots of shirts, hats, and attire symbolizing the stars and stripes. So I take it that's what the theme is tonight. Pretty cool for the students to turn out to that. A little bit about the stream. This is basically me calling the game, if you want to call it that. I'm actually just talking as if I were a fan because I am one. And we try to keep the camera on the field, get the ambient audio as part of all this. And the team is making their way out. See if we can get a shot of them over there. Here they come. So they're going to make their walk around the end zone on the north side of the stadium and come to midfield and return to the sidelines. So pretty cool. You can see we've got some, looks like some junior miners down there giving them high fives on their way out. And that is your squad from Bingham. American Fork will enter on the south side of the stadium. They take the east side of the field, Bingham on the west. And is as typical this time of the day. Bingham is completely in the shade, while the visitor side is still in the sun. That'll be in the shade probably in about 30 minutes, so they don't have long to go on that at all. And fortunately tonight I have a helper on the camera, so this should run a little bit smoother than it did last week. I'll be on the scoreboard and the replays. So hopefully we can time that a little bit better this week and have another set of hands, eyes, and ears running the visuals. The big board is just under 3 minutes, as you see on the overlay. We've got that synced up at least, so that's what we're looking at. I believe we are going to go right into kickoff after the coin toss because of the national anthem that has already taken place. And here come the Miners, right down the 50-yard line to the sideline. And they have a pretty interesting pre-game routine. I'm hoping they do it again this week. I guess we'll find out here. Maybe that was just the first game of the, well no, that would have been the second game of the season. They did it last week. So we'll see if this is a tradition that they do every game or if we were treated to it especially last week.
High school marching band staff include the Pay Lights and Jay Wilson at Bingham, Brian G. and Kristen Perez, Danny Peterson and Smith Professor,
and let's talk about conditions at the field. Conditions are pretty good. It's at least temperature-wise, it is currently 75 degrees according to the thermometer. We do have a breeze coming out of the north that's keeping those flags pretty straight, so that could play a role in the kicking game for sure, both directions, quite frankly. You're going to get a pretty big boost out of that kicking to the south. Kicking into the north, that is going to be problematic. That's probably going to take 5 to 10 yards off of the kick easily. So that could be interesting as that continues. I think the forecast is pretty much what we have here for the rest of the night, although when it does go dark and the sun gets down, that wind does tend to die down as well. So we'll see how that pans out and if the forecast is accurate or not. Okay, back to the field. We've got American Fork coming out. We'll pan over there and give them a shout out. So American Fork coming up north to Bingham High School. And it looks like the coin toss is underway, so we'll go back to midfield and see if we can hone in on what's happening with the coin toss. And it looks like the referee is explaining rules of engagement here. Rules of engagement for a coin toss. Coin is up, coin is down. It looks like American Fork has won the toss, and they are going to defer to Bingham. So American Fork will head north to south. That's the direction of travel for the first quarter as they line up on the field there. So Bingham will receive to begin the first quarter. And that is how things get underway. Clock is at zeros on the big board. We'll take this off the overlay as well and put that back up at halftime during the 15-minute intermission. And we'll look forward to the kickoff here. American Fork is out with their routine. They have an American flag and an American Fork flag, and the team's out in their shiny red helmets. Getting hyped up for the kickoff. And I guess we're not going to be able to see what the Bingham team does for their pregame ritual or routine, I should say. But if you want to watch the stream from last week at the beginning, it was pretty interesting. a lot of hooting, a lot of hollering, a lot of shouting going on down there, psyching the players up. So it was a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully get to see that again this year. This game is also being broadcast on KSL Sports. They have my understanding is a contract with American Fork. So if you get tired of what I have to say or how we're doing it here, you could always go over to KSLSports.com and find their live stream. Although I like to think if you're a Bingham fan, you might enjoy the home stream and all the nice things we have to say about Bingham. So point that out. KSL was here last week as well, and that will be the end of their commitments to cover games here at Bingham. It'll be our stream from here on out for the remaining 3 home games. So we'll get to that schedule during a break, probably at halftime for sure. Maybe during the first and second quarter, I'll bring that up and show you where the schedule is. So, okay, we are getting ready to go here. 15 minutes on the clock. Kick is away, and it is into the end zone and through the end zone. Man, what a kick! And that is definitely a result of that wind blowing north to south. So that went through the end zone, and Bingham will take it on the 20-yard line, I do believe. I had that wrong last week. I kept calling out 25 as a touchback starting point. And don't know why I had that in my head that it was the 25, but it is the 20. So that's where the nose of the football will reside, and we will get started here with Bingham on offense. Looks like we've got Fotu in the backfield next to Dallin Martinez, the quarterback. And Dallin takes, he's going to run it himself. He's going to try to get inside, and he's stopped with a marginal gain of 3 yards, it looks like, down to the 20, or I should say up to the 23-yard line. So 2nd and 7 now for the Miners. center with two backs in the backfield. That's a fade. No, that is a, what the heck just happened? I lost it. That was an inside handoff right up the middle. And that was Fotu, number 9. And that will move the sticks. That's right at the 30.
And that's the first down for Bingham.
And it'll be a first down. So good start for the Miners. Much better than last week after a fumble on the first play of the game that went for 6. So couldn't have a much worse start than that. So good start for the Miners. First and 10 at the 30. Man in motion. And that's a handoff. And he's going to round the corner. He's got a little bit of room up to the 40, and he is taken down right at the 4, just before the 40. So they're not going to give him the first. And that was Carson Sudbury, number 1 on the carry. And trying to think why I got my time is way off on this for some reason. The big board showing 10:20. I don't know how it got so far ahead. I'll have to reset that and resync it here. Dallin hands off to Fotu, and Fotu is going to be stopped short, no gain. They're going to mark that right at the 39. And we're still trying to figure out why that clock's so far ahead. It might have started at 12. I thought they started at 15. They may have advanced it, and I had it wrong. So we'll sync it up here in just a second. Make sure we get it straightened out as a handoff goes across the 40, across the 50, down to the 45. And they're going to mark that at the 44 of American Ford. So a nice run there by number 1 Sudbury. And that'll be another first down for Bingham. So we're going to go with the clock and try to square this away. We've got 9. Get another minute off of there. Too much. We've got 9:20. 9:15. There we go. Okay, so we got that squared away now. I'll have to take a look at that and pay more attention, I suppose. So first and 10, Bingham, a handoff on the inside. Sudbury around the corner and can't quite turn it. Gets down to about the 40. That's where he went out. So that's going to bring up second and about 6.
Second and 6.
And the big board is stopped. We should have started it by now. I let too much time run off of the overlay here, so we'll see. We do have some clock challenges trying to keep up with what's on the big board. The big board still hasn't started. I don't know why. It should have. And that's an inside handoff and not going anywhere. They might mark him. Nope, they're going to give him a yard loss on that, so it's going to be around 3rd and 7. The clock is always a challenge to try to keep it up to date and accurate with what's showing on the big board here, so we'll do our best. And it is going to be 3rd and 8 as a matter of fact, so I believe this is the first third down for the Miners. Let's see what Dallin and team can do here. And a reverse handoff, and he's going to turn the corner and try to get inside. Stiff arm down 2. That's going to be really close to a first down at the 34. And are they going to say first down? They are. They're going to say move the sticks. So that's a first down for Bingham. Nice run there. That was number 4. I believe that is Maddox Peck. Got 2 number 4s on the roster. I believe one is a defense. So I think that was Maddox. So a nice run there. 8-14. Yeah, they're stopping the clock on first downs, and they shouldn't stop it entirely. That's what's happening here. Downs got the ball. Downs going to run it down to the 22-yard line. And that is going to be another first down for the Miners. So I am fighting with the clock here. 8:09 on the big board. So I think I've figured out what the operator thinks needs to happen. They're stopping the clock as the chains move, And that should just be a temporary stoppage. It should not stop until the next snap. And they're just giving them way too much time. So that's got to be, there's a pass over there to the far side to Sudbury, and he's taken down at the 16-yard line of American Fork. Yeah, this is going to turn into a really long game if the clock is going to stop permanently on every first down. So we need to make a correction down in the booth there with the operator at some point. Now's not the time, but we'll get to it. Okay, Bingham lines up on the far hash. 2nd and 4. Marching, got a nice drive going here. And Dallin hands that off inside. And it looks like Fotu with the ball. That's going to be marked at the 13. So just short of the first down. So this is going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Miners. And the clock has stopped again. And it should, there we go, they restarted it. Okay, 3rd and 1, big play here for the Miners. This has been an outstanding drive, just kind of pounding it down the defense here, at the defense. And we've got Sudbury and Fotu in the backfield. Martinez under center. One receiver on the far side at the top. Dallin's going to sneak it right up the middle. Down to the 5-yard line is Martinez. So caught the defense off guard on that one. Good blocking by the line as well. And that's going to move the sticks. And the only stick that matters now is the down marker because it is 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 7. And the field announcer says 8-yard line. So, okay, they have the clock figured out now. Now it's running after a first down. So I think somebody made a correction down there. So we should be a little bit more in sync. As Dallin takes the ball under center, hands it up the middle, and that is that Fotu? Fotu still driving down to the 1. Can't quite punch it in, but he kept driving those legs and nearly got it across the goal line. So this will be 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Miners. And a nice drive to start the game. Nice bounce back. That was a bit of a tough loss last week, and even though there was some good scoring in that second half, they just came out, just weren't ready to play, it looked like, in that first quarter. Much different this time, though. Here we go, 2nd and goal. Dallin's got it. Dallin's going to be in for, no, they're going to say down. Oh, they're going to say touchdown. So there we go. There's a score for the Miners. And with 5:22 on the big board, Bingham takes it in for the score. And we have an up and coming extra point attempt. So 6 points go on the board for the Miners. Extra point is down. Ooh, a little bobble on the snap, but he got it down, up and through the uprights. So that'll be 7 on the board for Bingham. What a start to the game for the Miners. Outstanding. Outstanding. And we'll show those student sections, see how they're hyped up about this. We've got the cheer squad down there throwing themselves around. So you can't ask for a much better start than that if you're Coach Jones. That was textbook. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, throw a little pass in there, run the ball, punch it in, kick it through. 7 points. Okay, now is going to be a challenge for the Miners as they're going to kick into the wind. That wind is still coming out of the north. Straighten the flags out, so it's something to contend with, and that's a bit of a pooch. I don't think that had anything to do with the wind. They're going to take it at the 34, 35. Top 34 is where it's going to be marked. And about 4 seconds ran off the clock there. So I guess that was by design. I'm not entirely sure. But he does give American Fork, pretty good field position starting at the 34, which is right where the nose of the football sits. And we'll see what the Cavemen come out with. They come into the contest 4-0, so they have a pretty good squad. And it's going to start with a pass. It's going to be overthrown and incomplete. But that's a pretty aggressive play right out of the box. The one-on-one fade. Well, it was a go route right down the sideline. So American Fork tested the defense already for the Miners. And it'll be 2nd and 10. American Fork lines up with 3 wide outs and 1 in the backfield, so they really have the offense spread. And another shotgun snap, another pass, and that's going to be complete over to the sideline, and that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. They're going to mark that at the 39, so that will be 3rd and 5. And at quarterback is number 15 for the Caveman. Looks like Dylan Story, a junior for the American Fork High School Caveman. And the snap is away. It's an inside handoff, and Bingham snuffs it out. Nice. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and 5. And let's see what American Fork decides to do. Looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit and kick this one away. So a great start to the game for Bingham. March down the field, put 7 on the board. They go 3 and out. Now it's not quite out yet, but by all indications this will be out as the punting team is on the field. Bingham has 2 players back to receive. The play clock is down to 7, and the kick is away. It is going to be fielded at the 25 under a head of steam, and a flag comes down. So we're going to have to check on that. First flag of the contest, and that was a pretty good return, about a 10-yard return by Bingham. Let's see what the call is on the field. Still waiting for our official to make the call. Oh, they're going to call personal foul on Bingham.
Personal foul, blindside block on Bingham.
Looks like a blindside block is the call. So that'll push Bingham back to the 23. Oh no, that's the 18-yard line. Unfortunate penalty there. I didn't catch that during the play, but that was the call by the officials. So 1st and 10 Bingham. And that's a handoff around the corner. That is Sudbury. Tries to turn her upfield and will only get a couple of yards out of that. Looks like maybe a gain of 4. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Looks like that did go out of bounds, so let's get some time back on the clock. 4:10.
For your safety, we please that you ask that you do not stand on the wall. Thank you.
Okay, Dallin Martinez under center. Fotu in the backfield alongside Sudbury. And that's a handoff to Fotu, and he doesn't get anywhere really. Looks like back to the original line of scrimmage there. Did not start the clock. This clock's going to be my nemesis all night long. Okay, here we go. Hey, it is better than last week, though. So we're making progress. So 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. This is 3rd down and 7 for the Miners. Let's see if they can convert. And there's something happening here on the field. Oh, timeout, bingo. So 3:24 on the big board, and we'll pull a timeout off the board for the Miners. And let's take a quick peek at the schedule while we have the opportunity. So Bingham comes in, as I mentioned earlier, 2-2 tonight, hosting American Fork. Next week, hosting Harriman. So that's 3 home games in a row for the Miners. Then they're off to Mountain Ridge on September 23rd. Back home on September 30th to finish out the month versus Copper Hills. Back away at West Jordan, and they're going to close things out on a Thursday, October 13th, with Riverton. My assumption is that will be senior night here in South Jordan. That's a quick peek at the schedule. We'll try to get the standings in during the next break. As Bingham lines up for this 3rd and 7 to the line to gain. And Bingham with a spread offense this time. 3 receivers on the far side make that very spread. Dowlin's going to come back, look to pass, and he gets away from it. He's back at the 5 though. He's got to do something with it, and he throws it away. And that's just going to be an incomplete pass. They're going to talk about it. The referees are. They're going to throw a flag for grounding. Possibly a personal foul. Oh, there goes the flag. Oh, this could go either way. Oh goodness, let's hope it's not grounding. I don't think he was in the grass. Well, yeah, boy, this could go either way. He did take a pretty good shot there at the end. So let's see what they're going to call. They are going to call grounding. So that'll be declined. And that pushes Bingham all the way back to the 2-yard line. They will be punting out of their own end zone into the wind. Now the wind has subsided somewhat, so I don't think it's as much of an issue as it would have been, say, 5 minutes ago. But there's still a little bit of wind to contend with, and a very short field down there by the kicker. He gets away, pretty good kick. That's going to be fielded at the 35 by American Fork, down to the 30, up to the 25, 20, and American Fork has an excellent field to begin with here. And it did not start the clock. There was about 8 seconds it ran off, so we'll go here, 3:02 left in the first quarter. Okay, so let's see if the Bingham defense can hold again. They went 3 and out on the first possession. Did American Fork. And again, the shotgun formation. Ball is away, ball is out, and it's going to be overthrown in the end zone. So no dice there for American Fork, 2nd and 10. It looks like they really have a gunslinger back there, number 15. Likes to throw that ball, and he can really zip it too. So this will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Caveman. And there's the snap, and that's an inside handoff to number 21, who gets down to about the 15 where he is stopped. And that is
3rd and 8.
Not sure who that carrier was, to be honest with you, so I missed the number. Third and 8. That's the problem with those passing plays. If you are incomplete, you put yourself in some down and long to go situations. And here's another one for American Fork. Let's see if Bingham can hold them as the clock continues to run. And the quarterback's going to drop back. Look, and Bingham's going to get a sack, and there goes a flag, unfortunately. So let's see, let's see what we have here on the replay. It could be a hold, and it is going to be a hold on American Fork. And I think Bingham would be wise to decline that. And they are going to decline it and bring out the kicking team, or the caveman. And this is going to be a 20, call that a 34-yard attempt, as there's some confusion on a personnel on the American Fork side, and it looks like they're going to call a timeout, and they are going to take a timeout. They can't get their personnel straightened out over there, and so that will come off the board for the caveman. And we'll have a break in the action. We'll get the clock synced up, 2:08 on the big board here at the field. And my voice is a little stuttery here. There's a lot of smoke in the air here in northern Utah. I believe that's coming out of Idaho. And it's either that or something else going on. It's causing my voice to crack just a little bit. So the students are just packed in there like sardines, as is typical. Quite a crowd here for Bingham. I mean, the home side is just about completely full. So a really good turnout by the folks. And we're going to see what American Fork can do in the kicking game. A 34-yard attempt is upcoming. And it is down, and it is long enough, and it is good. So a nice kick there by American Fork. And I don't know how that took 9 seconds, but it did on the big board, so we'll reset to 157, and we'll give American Fork 3 points on their board. So 157 left. The sun is setting. The wind is still out of the north, probably about half of its velocity that it was blowing earlier. But it still will favor the team going from north to south, for the moment anyway. So 7-3 here as the first quarter winds down. And American Fork to kick off. And there is the kick, and that one will be fielded by Bingham at the 1. To the 10, oh, and he jumps and he gets creamed at about the 14, so looks like that official on the far side is going to give him the benefit of the doubt and mark that at the 15. He gets a generous spot. So Bingham will have a minute and 50 to see what they can do here going, excuse me, going this direction. Dallin under center, hands off inside to Sudbury, who takes the corner and gets the ball up to about the 22-yard line. So that's going to bring up about second and three from what I can eyeball from here atop the press box here at Ron Thorne Stadium. And I failed to start the clock again. Boy, really not making a good showing of this, even though I've got some help this week. Okay, let's see what Bingham can do here. Dallin under center again, hands off. No, he keeps it himself. He's going to take it on the outside, and he's got to outrun the defender. He's going to turn the corner and get pulled down at the 25, and that is going to be really close to a first down. And they're going to move the chain, so that is a first down according to the far side official. And the students are getting rowdy, getting riled up here as the first quarter is winding down. And we got to show that again as they start to jump in their seats. And back to the field we go. So that is an inside handoff for 4-2. 4-2's got some run. He's got some room to run over the 50 to the 45. So 4-2 with a huge carry and gain across midfield, and that's going to leave 19 seconds on the clock. And let's see if we can sync this up as it's going to start any moment here. There it goes. And Bingham, no reason to run a play. And they're not going to run a play, so we're going to end the quarter on that nice run by Fotu to put the ball in American Fork territory right at the 45-yard line. And take a break here. So pretty exciting game. 7-3 Bingham at the end of one.
Your Bingham Miners, 7.
Okay, here we go. The beginning of the second quarter as the teams will switch sides. Bingham now going north to south. And that's a snap to Dallin. He's going to try to take it up the middle, turns it outside. Oh, and he just doesn't get by that defender there. And down at the 44-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. And I don't have the right frame on. My bad, everybody. Sorry about that. I was still watching the students on the program feed and wasn't paying attention there. So Dallin just got a yard out of that one, and it's 2nd and 9. It was totally my fault on that. My apologies. And that's a handoff to Sudbury. Tries to turn the corner, maybe gets another yard out of it. Down to the 44, and that's right at the line of scrimmage. So this is going to bring up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Let's see what Bingham has dialed up. Let's see if we can catch that defender on the top side asleep and throw a nice pass out there. And Dallin's going to think about it. He's going to roll to the left, and he gets creamed, and he throws it downfield. Incomplete, and there is a flag, and that's going to be, I do believe, a personal foul on American Fork for unnecessary roughness or late hit, potentially. I mean, he just got laid out on that one. Did Dallin Martinez, the quarterback for Bingham. Referees are talking about it. Looks like they are going to favor, the call is going to favor the Miners. They haven't made the call yet. Okay, now here comes the referee with the call. Personal foul. Oh, they're going to say targeting. Woo! That's a pretty severe penalty.
And that's a Bingham.
15-yarder, and there might be some additional consequences with that if that is the call. of targeting. But nevertheless, it's a first down for Bingham at the 29. Dallin remains in there. There's a bit of a fumble or a bobble or a something going on. Let's see what happened here on the replay. Looks like Bingham recovered, but on the replay, yeah, it just was a bad exchange, and that's going to be second down. So that was a kind of a really odd play there. And there goes the clock. So the nose of the ball is at the 30-yard line. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Unexpected ball carrier for a very short game. Tackled by Maximus Edwards. Bingham score. Third and 9.
I don't think I even got the call. I think I had mute on the whole time. Oh boy, that's embarrassing. I was losing my stuff there for sure. I think I was coughing and muted, didn't even catch it. Oh, we try to make it exciting. But that was an awesome pass from Dallin into the end zone to number 4, and that puts Bingham up 14-3 here in the second quarter. Boy, I just feel really terrible now about getting that call wrong. Well, how about not getting it at all because I was on mute? That was really awesome. Okay, the kick is away, and it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line by American Fork. And he's got some blocks, and Bingham needs to get some tackling done, and they do at the 33-yard line. So, call for 32. That took a little bit of time off the clock. We've got 9:13 on the big board. Bingham with a couple of really good drives to get things going here. And a nice pass across the field for that score. So let's see what the defense can do. Defense has been pretty good all night. And the snap is away. It's a handoff inside, and Bingham gets that tackle done. Looks like at the 34-yard line by number 98 of the Miners.
Second and 8.
Boy, I hope I have more calls like that. I really blew that one. American Fork is back to pass. Nobody's open. He does have a guy on the sideline and just air mails it out of bounds over there. So that'll go as an incompletion. Excuse me, for the Caveman. 8:23. 8:23 on the big board for here in the second quarter. Third and 8 for the Cavemen. They're just going to hand it off inside. Bingham snuffs that out nicely, and that is going nowhere. We're going to replay on that one. And Bingham with some stout defense here in the first half. Playing really well on that side of the ball. So that's going to bring up 4th and long for American Fork, and they're going to go ahead and line up to kick this one away as the clock winds under 8 minutes now left in the second quarter. And the kick is up and good, and the Bingham return team will not field that. It bounced at about the 50-yard line. See where they're going to mark this. Looks like at the 49. So Bingham with excellent field position to start with 7:40 left here in the second quarter. The band really firing things up for the fans. And let's see what Bingham can do now. And it's going to be a handoff to Sudbury. He's going to turn the corner and get down to about the 44-yard line. Second and 6 upcoming for the Miners as we approach the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. Bingham has it stacked at the line, 2 tailbacks. That's a handoff to Fotu, and he might get to the 45. So third and manageable for the Miners, 3rd and 6. Clock continues to wind. And Martinez keeps it, drops back, looking to throw. He's got a man wide open. Oh, just over the fingertips of Sudbury was the pass. Take a replay on that one. That would have been an awesome score. And just over the fingertips. So it's going to bring up 4th down with 6:15. And it looks like Bingham's going to leave the offense. Nope, they're going to go ahead and looks like kick it away here. So they were a little unsure. The play clock is down to 12. Not a real rush here at this point. Just need to focus and get it away. And they're still confused. They're probably going to have to take a timeout so they don't take a penalty. And here it comes. It will be a timeout by the Miners. Yeah, a lot of confusion there on that one. So that'll be the second timeout of the first half taken by the Miners. Leaving them with 1. And how about a fake punt right here, huh? Is that going to be a call? Boy, you talk about a momentum shift. That could really, that could do something. That could go either way, actually. I always like to call out the far-fetched ideas here. We saw a little razzle-dazzle in the game last week, so I'm sure they've got some plays in the playbook for 4th and 6 to 44. I mean, why not? Okay, Bingham is set to kick it away. Snaps a little high. Oh, and he fumbles it. Oh, no! And American Fork jumps on that. And that is just unfortunate. See the replay here. So, mistake by the Miners sets up American Fork in really good field position. As the clock did wind to 6:03. Boy, I may have cursed it by saying fake punt. Okay, well, the defense has played great all night. And let's see if that can continue. American Fork with 3 wide receivers. They're going to go ahead and hand it off inside, and Bingham's going to tackle the runner down at about the 30-yard line. That'll be short of a first down. It's going to bring up second and call it 5. Plenty of time on the play clock, down to 15. And American Fork back to pass. Bingham's going to flush it out. Bingham's going to sack. That ball is loose. That's a lap ball, but it rolls out of bounds over there. Oh, boy. What a prize that would have been. We'll do a replay on that one. And it just rolls out of bounds, so American Fork will maintain possession with 5:21 on the big board. So American Fork back way up now. This is going to be 3rd and 19. And let's see what they do here. They've got 2 backs flanking the quarterback. They motion one of them out to the near side. Looks like they're going to throw a screen across the field. He's got a little bit of running room, but Bingham's going to swarm him right here and tackle him at the 40-yard line. Does not even get back to the original line to gain for the possession, and that's going to bring up 4th and 12. Boy, this is a real tweener for American Fork potentially. Too long for a field goal as the wind is continuing to blow out of the north, and it's a little short for a punt, so they're going to go for it here. And let's strap in and see what happens. 4th and 13. American Fork with the ball. They're going to go long down the sideline. That's going to be overthrown. Ah, that should be offensive pass interference there. You can't just push the defender out of the way like that. My goodness. But nevertheless, that's going to be a turnover on downs. I mean, that was as blatant as I've ever seen it on the offensive side, but the referee standing right there didn't choose to call it. And instead, Bingham will take over on downs at their own 40-yard line. Plenty of time here in the second quarter to put some more points on the board. So the defense holds again, and the defense showing American Fork the business in the first half. But all it would take is one long strike for the Cavemen to be right back in this thing. They're going to have to wait as Bingham has the ball, and Downs going to take it himself right up the middle. And he will be short of a first down by about 2 yards. They're going to mark that at the 48, so this will be 2nd and 2. As the clock continues to run.
2nd and 2.
Nobody in the backfield. Dowell's going to take it himself again and try to get the first down. Pushing, and I think he's going to be a little short. Yes, the side judge is going to mark that short at the 49. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1. And I don't know why the clock stopped on the overlay. Let's see if we can get this straightened out here. Clock continues to run, 3:37. We're synced up now. Okay, let's see if Dowell's going to call his own number again. 1 yard to go to the line to gain. And he hands it off inside. Instead, it's going to be Fotu. Cuts it outside down to about the 42-yard line and out of bounds. And that will move the sticks. So a first down for Bingham. Bingham with good opportunity here. See if they can capitalize. Good snap, inside handoff, and that doesn't go anywhere. He kicks it outside, but he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Is Fotu.
Second and 10.
Second and 10. Down with the ball, lots of motion inside there. He hands it to Fotu, I believe, and he gets down to the, oh, that is a different ball carrier. That, I believe that was Dion Fu, ball carrier, number 8. Gets a 3-yard gain out of that, so this will be 3rd and 7 for the Miners. Bingham with 1 timeout remaining as the clock ticks under 2 minutes here in the second quarter. Dallin with an empty backfield in the shotgun formation. 5 receivers, and he drops back, and he throws it across the field and goes right through the hands of Sudbury. And that would have been a nice gain. So Bingham showing a much better look in the passing game this game. Defense has shown up and played really well also. So Bingham will kick it. Let's see if we can do better this time. Last time was a botched snap and gave American Fork great field possession. So the snap is contained, the kick is up, and it's a good kick. And it's going to bounce at the 5 and into the end zone. Oh boy, that could have pinned him way back there had it had the right spin on it. So American Fork will take over at the 20. And they will have 1 minute and 41 seconds, according to the big board, to try to convert this into some points. See what the Miners can do on defense. As I mentioned, they've been playing pretty well this half. As American Fork lines up and looks to pass again, and Bingham gets a sack. That's going to go for a sack for sure. That is a loss. So this is going to bring up 2nd and probably 12. American Fork really leaning on that passing game, and it just isn't doing anything for him right now. But that could turn in a moment's notice. And that's a fade to the near side, and oh, there goes a flag. And that's going to be pass interference on Bingham. Oh boy. Looked like it was well defended, but I think that's what they're going to call. So here comes the official. Call, pass interference on the defense is the call. And that'll give American Fork a first down. So 1:10 remaining in the second quarter. As American Fork lines up again, and they're going to throw it, and they throw it across the field. It's nearly picked up by Bingham. Oh boy, let's take a look at that. What could have been? And it was tipped and drops in between 3 defenders. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cavemen. They're going to look to pass again, apparently. Rolling right as the quarterback, and he throws it down the field. It is picked off by Bingham at the 50-yard line, and he's still moving it to the 45. So the defense giving American Fork the business tonight. And a nice pick with 57 seconds remaining. Bingham with a chance to convert and put some more points on the board. So let's go Miners. Okay, so we have the wind, we have the ball. Got about a minute left in the game and one timeout. Let's see what the Miners can do here. Down with the ball, down back to pass. And nothing doing, and he gets rid of it down the field, and it's caught! Oh, it's not caught, it's dropped! Oh, wow, what a play! Oh, looked like it was going to be picked. Let's look at this replay. He gets it away. Through the fingertips right into Sudbury's hands, and he drops it. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is exciting stuff here. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, another what could have been there. So 48 seconds on the clock. And Dallin, oh, and that's going to be, that might be grounding. I think he could throw it to offensive lineman. They're going to pull, they're going to talk about it. I think it's a borderline call. Still talking about it over there. And he was in the grass under duress. And they are dropping a flag. Yep. They are going to call grounding on Bingham. Oh, that's unfortunate. So loss of down, and they are backed way up. This is 3rd and a mile. And let's see what Bingham can do. Dallin rolls out, coming near side, looking, and he throws one down the field, and it's going to be picked off by American Fork. American Fork with some blockers. And tackled down at the 36 is the runner. So Dallin going for it all. American Fork picks it off and makes a nice run back. Now American Fork with time, 28 seconds left on the clock. And let's hope the Bingham defense steps up again. And the crowd gets loud because they know this is an important moment here. Oh, there's a flag. Oh my goodness. I didn't see the flag on the field. And that was just a signal for a personal foul. That's going to push American Fork clear down to the 21-yard line. My goodness. So American Fork with a great opportunity to seize on this and put some more points on the board before the half. Boy, how the pendulum swings in such a short amount of time. So American Fork, quarterback drops back, and it is incomplete down there. Tried to thread the needle, nearly had it. With 23 seconds left on the clock. Oh. Okay, American Fork back to pass. Bingham tries to get him, and he is going to be tackled as the quarterback. And that's going to be, I think, timeout American Fork, yes, they're going to take a timeout. That's going to leave 15 seconds on the clock. So that'll be their second timeout taken of the quarter of the half. As I look out to the Wasatch Range and see nothing but smoke, and it just makes me want to cough just looking at it. So 15 seconds. This is going to bring up a 3rd and 6 for American Fork. Let's see if Bingham can hold. This is probably 4-down territory, unless American Fork can't convert and wants to take the 3 spot. But we'll see what they want to do here. The crowd is feisty tonight, no doubt about that. Okay, so we're set up to go with it. Looks like they are going to throw this one. Back to pass is the quarterback, and he's going to throw it across the middle, and it is incomplete. So what do you do if you're American Fork and they're going to bring out a bunch of subs, which would appear to be the field goal team, and they are going to attempt a field goal with 11 seconds remaining. So American Fork gifted potentially 3 points here. Let's see what they can do. Kicking into the wind. The ball is down. Ball is up. And it is no good. It's a miss. And somehow, some way, Bingham does not give up the 3 points. They're going to have 5 seconds with the turnover on downs due to the missed field goal to do something. And my guess is you just knee it here. Consider yourself having a great first half. Go in, take a break, come back out, and try to finish this thing off. So, but stranger things have happened. Let's see if they can break one or come up with some razzle-dazzle or something exciting. Bingham needs to get out there. 10 seconds on the play clock, and they're not even lined up. So they may have to take their final timeout right here. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to get this off. Oh, they do get it off. They're going to try to run it up the middle, and that's a gain of about 10, but that's going to run the clock out, and that will be the end of the first half. So Bingham, showing a lot of poise, comes out, puts up 14 on the 4-0 American Fork Caveman, and heads to the locker room with a 14-3 lead. So we will take a break, put up the the background audio, point the camera at midfield, and regroup and get ready for the second half in about 15 minutes. Thanks for joining, everybody.
and Brandon McHenry. The band will perform music from their show, A Moment Captured. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this year's BHS Marching Band Competition Opener.
Okay, we have the Bingham High School Marching Band. We should not get a flag from you two on this music, so we'll let it ride and enjoy the show.
The Bingham High School Marching Band staff include Kay Cox and Jim Murphy, woodwinds Kyle McClure and Chris Lyon, brass Dave Peterson and Alex Smith, percussion Bjorn Swanson and Kyle McLean, visual Heather Davidson and Don Dudley, color band BHS Council band members are band president Nathan Wright, uniform manager Harley Campbell, band librarian Melissa Johansson, events chairperson Noah Jones, and communications Tyler Newell. The director of bands is Darren Gregory. Jake Bill, could you come to the press box, please? Thank you.
Okay, as we prepare for the second half, let's look at a couple of things we didn't get to pregame. First of all, the 6A, Class 6A Region 3 football standings shows Mountain Ridge at the top, 4-0. Riverton and West Jordan in second place at 3-1. Bingham 2-2. Harriman and Copper Hills with a 1-3 record, respectively. As far as the rankings go, according to Max Preps, Bingham came in statewide ranked number 9 with American Fork right ahead of them, ranked at number 8 in Class A alone. Bingham is ranked number 6 and American Fork number 5. So you can see we have a pretty good matchup on paper anyway. Tonight, that was the expectation, and that's exactly what has happened. A reminder that the RPI will be published on Monday at 9 a.m. This is the mid-season measurement, if you will, that shows where the teams line up as if playoffs were to start Monday, effectively. It's a measurement of your winning percentage, your opponent's winning percentage, and your opponent's winning percentage. Excuse me, 45%, 45%, and 10% respectively. So that is the calculation that is made to seed teams into the playoffs. So that comes out on Monday. We'll get our first look at that, and I'll put that up on the board during the next home game, which will be a week from today when we welcome Harriman into the house. And I cleaned up the regions if you wanted to take a look at that. We've got 4 regions in Class 6A, effectively a northern region that encompasses most of Davis County, a couple of regions that encompass pretty much Salt Lake County, and then a Region 4 with the exception of Corner Canyon that encompasses Utah County. So those are the Class 6A schools in Utah if you're interested in that. So back to the field, we have, looks like they did put a little bit of time back on the clock. It is running at the big board here under 40 seconds. Both teams were a little slow to get out of the locker room. So we'll just pull the countdown timers off everything we're doing and expect to get going here in a little less than 20 seconds. Okay, we are about to get underway here in the second half. American Fork deferred after winning the toss, so they will receive here in the second half. And we'll try to clean things up a little bit here on the overlay. Excuse me, and the replays. I'm not sure how we're going to do on the voice over, as a little bit of smoke in the air is never good for the vocal cords. So here we go. Bingham to kick off to begin the second half. Kick is away and is headed out of bounds, and it is going to be out of bounds over there, and that will generate a flag. So that should put the ball, I think, on the 25. I'm not entirely sure here what's going to be the call. But they move it all the way up to the 40. We're about to find out here. So the call is illegal procedure. And it's going to end up on the 35. Come on, let's go. Okay, so first and 10, American Fork headed north to south. The wind has pretty much died down, so that should no longer be a factor. And American Fork is going to go ahead and start the game with an inside handoff, and the runner gets around the outside, fighting for yardage, gets down to about the 43-yard line, so that's going to be on second and 2. Better runs for American Fork all night. And let's see if the Miners can continue their good defensive play. And they're going to, they're going to stop him right at the marker. And it looks like they're going to give him the first down on that one. So that'll be a first and 10 upcoming for American Fork with 11. Looks like 11-11 left in the quarter here. So American Fork going to the run. The pass hasn't paid off very well for them this first half. And they're going to go to the passing game. That's going to be overthrown. And a flag on the play. Oh boy, I don't know about that. Unless it's offensive, we'll take a replay. Oh, that wasn't even catchable if that's going to be called pass interference. Come on. Oh, that's terrible. They call pass interference on Bingham. That is terrible. That was an uncatchable ball. I mean, come on, man. Open your eyes over there. Boy, that's the worst call of the night by far. So a gifted first down for American Fork. And the quarterback's going to keep it, run on the outside. He's got some room. He's got some moves, and Bingham needs to corral him here. He's going to maybe take it to the house, and he is going to take it to the house. And that is a really good run by the quarterback. As he stumbles, rumbles, fumbles, he runs 50 yards side to side, and he gets into the end zone for 6. So not the start that Bingham wanted to see happen here to begin the third quarter. And quite frankly, it was a demoralizing call made by the official on that pass interference. But that's what happened, and no sense in dwelling on it. So we'll see if American Fork can put one up and in here. The extra point attempt. And it is good up and over the net and off the scoreboard. Wow, he booted that one. So just like that, the lead is cut to 4. And American Fork will kick off. So the passing game was largely abandoned by American Fork, and they kept it on the ground and put up 6 in a minute and 21 seconds. So let's see what kind of an answer Bingham can have here. And that will be returnable by Bingham, caught at the 3-yard line. And trying to turn the corner is the return, man, up to the 20, 25, and out of bounds at about the 28, it would appear. So a decent return for the Miners.
Bingham will take over first and 10 from the 29-yard.
And let's see what we can do here. Shotgun formation. No, sorry, under center. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver near side. handoff is up the middle. Bingham's just going to pound it. Oh, and he almost broke it right there. Boy, I got excited. I thought that could be 6. Oh, that was close for Fotu. And it's just a scrum, and then he pops out, and oh boy, he had 2 defenders to get by. And man, that would have been off to the races. So first down, Miners. Stop the clock and catch up to the big board, and there we go. Should be synced up now. Dallin under center is going to hand it off inside again, and that's going nowhere. That's probably, oh boy, they're going to give him a really generous spot up to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Didn't look like he even got past the line of scrimmage, so we'll take it.
Second and 7.
So 2nd and 7 for the Miners. And a handoff. Pitch actually up the middle and pushing forward to the 49 is the ball carrier, number 4. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1.
By Caleb Peterson and Maximus Edwards. 3rd and 1.
There's a towel on the field on the offensive side there. You can see just behind the tight end. Let's see if that comes into play. And that's just looks like a quarterback keeper, and that will be enough to move the chains. So that'll be a 1st and 10. Bingham with a temporary stoppage of the clock.
Tackled by Dubicki and Maximus Edwards. And that's a Bingham.
So the ball just over midfield for the Miners. Oh, and he jumped off sides. Ah, darn it. That's going to go against the Miners, unfortunately. I shouldn't say offsides. False start is what the call is. So 1st and 15 upcoming. We've got an incredible view of the moon coming up over the mountain here. We're going to try to get it on camera after this play. As the runner turns the corner across the 50, has a blocker, and down to the 44. Okay, we're going to see if we can show this to everybody. There it is, peeking up over the mountain. It's going to possibly be a full moon tonight. So, and it is moving fast. As Sudbury has the ball and gets it across the line to gain for another 1st down. So Bingham again moving the ball quite well. Sync up the clock here. That shot with the camera didn't do that justice. That moon is beautiful coming up. If you're here in South Jordan, take a look to the east and watch it come up over the mountain. It is spectacular. Okay, and they started the clock, and I'm off again. Let's see here, 7:05:04. Shotgun formation, Dallin's got it, he's gonna go long, and that's gonna be pass interference on American Fork. So we're finally gonna get a call, and they think they picked it off, but it's not gonna stand. That's gonna be a call against Bingham. And there goes another flag and another flag. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I mean, they probably just need to give up. I think they know it's going to be a penalty. Now, what's the question is going to be oh, and there goes another flag. Oh, my goodness, we have a lot to sort out here. 6:57 on the clock, so let's get that straight first. And let's see what kind of a hot mess we have on the field. We definitely had pass interference on American Fork. And 3 other flags flew. And amongst all that, we have an injury on the Bingham side. Number 8, looks like Dion Fu has come to the sideline, grimacing in pain. So I don't know what happened there, but you can see him down on the sideline. And the officials are still trying to sort this out. Laundry all over the field. I can see 3 flags visible. I think there's a 4th one over there, and I believe they're all separate calls. And here comes the referee. Let's see if we can pick up on what the call is going to be. The 2 officials have come over to talk to Coach Jones about this, so that's curious. And we're about to get some clarity here, so let's see what the referee calls. Pass interference on the defense. Personal foul. Blindside block. Oh, and they're going to say offsetting penalties and replay the down. Nope, and then a dead ball foul on Bingham. And Bingham will maintain the ball. So offsetting penalties followed by a dead ball infraction. And Bingham will keep the ball, and it will be, I believe it will be 1st and 10. So after all that, here we go. And Dallon's going to keep it after he faked inside on the handoff, gets down to about the 34-yard line. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And there's a handoff to Sudbury, who gets down to about the, call it the 29. So it's going to leave 3rd and about 2 to the line of game. So a hot start to the second half by American Fork. They marched down in 1 minute and 21 seconds and scored after a very questionable pass interference call on the Bingham defense, in my humble opinion. And the handoff is inside. He's got the corner, and he's got the first down out of bounds. Is Fotu. So Bingham marching down the field. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line of American Fork. in the shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself. That was a run all the way, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's a loss of 1 on that play. 2nd and 11 upcoming for Bingham. They're going to call that 2nd and 12 apparently. And the student section remains packed in there like sardines, having a good time tonight, cheering on their Miners. Okay, 2nd and 12 for Bingham. Downs looking to pass. It gets it down to a receiver who catches it at the 16-yard line, so a nice gain there. Needs about another yard or 2 to go for the first down. So this will bring up 3rd down. Oh, they're only going to give him to the, looks like the 17-yard line. So 3rd and 3 for Bingham. And a handoff to Sudbury. Turns the corner and gets the first down, and that will be marked at about the 12-yard line, it appears. So 1st and 10. Looks like that's going to be marked at the 13-yard line. So Bingham can still get a first down here if they get past the 3-yard line without scoring. And let's see what they dial up here as Dallin goes under center. Hands it to Sudbury, who tries to kick it outside, back inside. Driving, maybe a couple of yards on that one.
Second and 7.
So we actually got 3, so this will be 2nd and 7. Conditions at the field has changed slightly. It continues to get cooler. Looks like our temperature right now is hovering around 70 degrees. The wind's actually coming out of the west, which is a little unusual. And Bingham's going to go ahead and take a timeout here and talk about this upcoming play. So we'll pull one off the board for the Miners. Always fun to see the student engagement down there. So we are looking at a 2nd and 6. Ball is on the 10-yard line for the Miners. And Dallin drops back to pass. He's going to go for a end zone fade, and it is dropped down there. Boy, that was close. I love the call, though. Love the call. Just missed that one. 2:45 on the big board. It must have let it run a few ticks longer than it should have, but we'll reset the overlay here. So 3rd and 6. Ball on the 10-yard line. And a fake handoff. He's going to round the corner and throw in the end zone. And that's caught. And that's going to be, let's see the signal. Touchdown! Yes, sir. Touchdown, Bingham. Here we go with the replay. And he gets both. He gets a foot in. Absolutely, that's a score. I don't even know why they waited so long to call that one. So Bingham puts 6 more on the board here with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll give the old touchdown signal on the screen and put 6 on the board for the Miners. Kick is down, good, and 1 more goes on the board for the Miners. So you can hear the crowd, man. It is loud up here. Loud in this stadium right now. So 21 to 10, excuse me, 21 to 10, a great answer by the Miners to come back after that strike. That minute and 21 second strike by American Fork to begin the second half. Bingham marches down and puts 6 more on the board. So kickoff upcoming. And the kick is away, and it's a good one, and it will be fielded by American Fork at the 10-yard line. 15-20, crosses the 25, still on his feet. He's going to be stopped right at the 25 is where it will be marked. So American Fork will take over. Let's see how Bingham's defense responds. They've been playing pretty well all night. 2:25 on the big board. American Fork went right to the run game, nearly abandoned the pass game in their first possession. So let's see what happens here in the second, as the second possession of the second half gets underway for American Fork. They are in the shotgun formation. Oh, and there's some movement down there. So that will be false start on against American Fork. They'll push them back 5 yards. So first and 15 for the Cavemen. And I don't know if American Fork has been under center all night. I think it's been shotgun exclusively. Shotgun again, quarterback keeper, gets up to the 20, up to the 20, call that to 23. So it gets a little bit of that back. It's going to still be 2nd and 12 at least. Under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. And American Fork's going to go for a screen. A nice block there by the wide receiver. A good stiff arm, and Bingham comes in to snuff it out. That's going to remain inbounds. The clock should not stop, and it does not stop on the big board, so we'll let it run as well. And that was that was set up nicely by American Fork. Had a good block on the outside, but the second Bingham defender just came in and put his foot down. So looks like 3rd and about 8 for American Fork here. Play clock at 6. Snap is away. Quarterback keeper, and Bingham's going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So it will be 4th down. And this should be a no-doubter for American Fork to kick it away. And the defense of Bingham comes up again big with a couple of nice plays there that snuffed out screenplay as well as the run just then. And 4th and 9, American Fork will kick it away. He handles the snap, kicks it away. It is going to be fair caught at the 42-yard line, which is where Bingham will take over with 25 seconds left on the big board. So Bingham in great field possession once again to start their conquest here in what remains of the third quarter. Martinez back to pass, and he gets it across the middle, and that will probably do it for the quarter. So a gain of about 5 on that play as the clock winds down. I don't think Bingham's in any hurry to run another play before the quarter will expire, and they will not. So that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Bingham 21, American Fork 10. As we'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter. Okay, here we go. Beginning of the fourth quarter, Bingham in possession. And a handoff inside. Doesn't get much, maybe a yard. Looks like they're going to give him 2 yards up to the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring up third down. It's like 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Let's see what Bingham can dial up here. Looks like shotgun formation, man in motion to Sudbury. That's going to be a fake handoff to Sudbury. He's going to be back to pass. Is down, and he has his man at the 45-yard line. That will be a first down for Bingham. Take a replay on that one. And a nice conversion there on third down for Bingham. The clock is stopped at 11, and it's running again, 11:02. So Bingham marching down the field, mixing it up with a little run and a little pass. Nice balanced offense so far throughout the game. And a handoff inside. He's stopped. That's going to be a loss of 3 for Sudbury. Looks like they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and only give him a 2-yard loss on that one. So 2nd and 12 upcoming. And Dallin drops back to pass again and thinks about keeping it. He's got nowhere to go, but he's quick as a cat, and that's going to be a penalty. Throw the flag. Throw the flag. That is unnecessary roughness. He was out of bounds by a mile. And there is no laundry on the carpet whatsoever. That was ridiculous. And the coach is giving him the business to the referee there on the side. I mean, what are you looking at, Mr. Official? That is ridiculous. He's a defenseless player, and yet he's hit out of bounds. I mean, that's a penalty. I don't know what they're looking at. The coaches are still giving the referee their opinion, and rightfully they should. As Dallin gets back and a little screen to the right side. He's got a little bit of room there, and he hops over the defender, and out of bounds is number 9 for the Miners. Looks like that is Fotu. So we get a little bit of that. We get a lot of that back, actually. That's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down. Oh, excuse me. That's going to be 4th down. So 4th and 4. Yeah, 4th and 4 now. As the clock is running, you can get that down to 9:20. I realize they started it. So Bingham's going to go for it here. A big 4th down. And it's all bunched up at the line. Let's see what they do. They hand it on a reverse. And that is, and that's going nowhere. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, American Fork snuffed that one out. Nice play on the defense there by the Caveman. They came up and made a play. Got it done. 9:03 left in the 4th quarter. So let's hope that doesn't shift any of the momentum the other way here. But I will say this, I think the officials missed a big call on that hit out of bounds. And that certainly would have kept the drive going for Bingham. But they didn't call it. And here we are. So American Fork will take over, down 11 with 9:03 left in the game. Shotgun formation. And they're going to fake the handoff and sling it, and it is intercepted by Bingham. And here we go, baby! Across the 50, he got some room to the 40. Oh, that's a face mask! Throw the flag! Throw the flag! He was tackled by his face mask. They're not going to throw a flag on that. Let's look at the replay. Oh, goodness sakes, that looked like a face mask. Oh man, what are the officials looking at? I can't even believe this is happening. That looks blatant as all get out. Unbelievable, but we'll take the pick. I would have liked to have seen a flag on that. And I'm not just wanting a flag for flag's sake. I want a flag because that was looked like a deliberate penalty. But it wasn't called, so here we go. Bingham back in business. And Dallin back to pass. Dallin a little screenshot again. Over to the right side, down to the 30, and a nice stiff arm out of bounds is Fotu. And that's going to move the sticks. No, it's not going to move the sticks. Not quite enough for a 1st down. We're going to mark that out of bounds at the 33, excuse me, the 27. So it looks like 2nd and 1. For the Miners, 8:43 is what's shown on the big board, so we'll reset there. Bingham marching. And I told you I'd call it as a fan, and that's exactly what's happening. I'm enjoying this. And I think there should be more calls. Oh, and that's going to be a flag. There we go. There's some laundry. Finally, they get one right. Do the officials for pass interference. And this should not take that long to call. Pass interference on the defense. Penalty accepted. It will be Bingham's ball on the 20-yard line, I believe. Nope, we're going to give it to him down to the 19. Dallin back to pass again, and another screen. The screen's working for him. That's over to Fotu, and he's tiptoeing, and it almost got into the promised land there, but he went out of bounds at about, looks like they're going to mark him out at like the, gosh, is that the 10? Yeah, they're going to mark him out at the 10. I thought he got down there a little further than that. But that will be 2nd and 5 now. Okay, let's see if Bingham can punch it in here. Dallin with the ball. Another screen to the right side. That's Fotu, and he's nearly out of bounds at the first down marker. Let's see where they're going to mark this. They're going to mark him short of the first down. So this will bring up 3rd and about 1. Oh, and the official falls down. Hope he's okay. Looks like he sprung back up. Just tripped over something down there. Okay, 3rd and 2 is the call. And that's a handoff to Sudbury. And he's just going to bully his way up to about the 1. And that will be a first down at least. So 1st and goal, Bingham.
And that's a Bingham.
And Bingham knocking on the door here. Actually, it looks like they marked it at the 2. So 1st and goal from the 2. Dallin's going to keep it himself, pushing, driving, and it looks like he's in for the score. So that's another touchdown for the Miners. Let's take a replay on it. And he goes right up the middle, right behind his lineman, and crosses the goal line. So that is another 6 for the Bingham Miners here in the 4th quarter. Extra point upcoming. And the kick is up and good. So tack on another one. And Bingham stretches the lead to 18, 28-10 with 7:44 left in the game. So a nice drive by Bingham. Punch another one in. Now the thing about high school football is 7 minutes and 44 seconds is an eternity. 18 points is nothing in high school. So I don't want to get too far ahead of anything right now, but Bingham's been played a really great game so far. And we'll see if the defense can hold after this kick. The American Fork coaches were very unhappy about something on the other side over there, so not sure what that all entailed, but we're set up for a kick, and here we go. The kick is away, and it will not be fielded. Nope, through the end zone. So a great kick, and there was no wind to help that one. That was all leg. So a really nice kick through the end zone, resulting in the ball for American Fork on the 20-yard line. Good kick. Okay, let's see what American Fork can dial up here. Back on their heels just a little bit, but it's only going to take one of those passing plays to convert and get off to the races, and things can turn in a hurry. And it's just going to be overthrown again. They just haven't been on at all. Those long passes have not panned out. They've all been, consistently, I don't want to say all, but I think the vast majority have been overthrown. So the timing just not right for the Caveman on the long ball. but believe me, if it was on, this would be a rout. They've thrown a bunch of them. So 2nd and 10. And they're going to keep it on the ground and get a good gain out of that, up to the 28. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Oh, they're going to say 3rd and 1. And a handoff inside. The first down is there, and a little bit more. They're going to mark him down at the 36. It's like about the 36. So a good gain there by American Fork.
First down, American Fork. 36-yard line.
So let's see what the Caveman decided to do. They kept it on the ground to begin the first half and ended up scoring right away. And they're back to the air. There's another ball, and that's another overthrown pass. That wasn't even close. So something amiss in the passing game for the Caveman. 6:35 on the clock. And they're backed up again, 2nd and long. And they're going to go with the screen. They've got a good block out there. One man to beat, and he's not going to beat him. The clock will continue to run as forward progress was stopped on the field. So nice play there by number 20 on the defense of Bingham. As the clock continues to wind, that was a nominal gain of about 2. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 7 it looks like coming up. As the seconds continue to tick off of the clock here. See if Bingham can hold him. American Fork has it. Another screen to the other side. They're not going to stop him from gaining the first down. It gets across midfield to the 47. Does the player for American Fork. So 1st and 10, American Fork. Clock did momentarily stop for resetting of the sticks. Shotgun formation. They've been pretty consistent about going to the air on first down, but this time they keep it on the ground. And a 1-yard gain by the runner. So 2nd and 9. So you're probably not going to get it done with 1-yard runs, and you've got to make some connections on the passing game here for if you're American Fork. Bingham up 3 scores, and maybe a bit of a botched play as the quarterback turns the corner and gets out of bounds, and that was nearly a sack. I think it's going to turn into a nominal gain for the Caveman. It will be marked at the 47-yard line of Bingham. And it looks like not much of a gain. It looks like it's 3rd and 10. So 3rd and, whoa, and they've got an interesting formation over there on the top of the screen. Oh, and it's a fumble by the quarterback, and Bingham gets on it, and it's down, and that's going to be 4th and long. What do you do if you're American Fork? I don't think you have a choice. I think you've got to go for it. I think you've got to go for it. It's going to be 4th and 20, I think. Yeah, that's 4th and really long. Yeah, I think they are calling it 4th and 20. So Let's see what the Cavemen come up with here. This could be interesting. It's a pretty big play in this game. Clock continues to wind. American Fork shotgun formation. And another fumble. And the ball is loose. And Bingham's just going to stop him right then and there and take over on downs. So 2 mistakes by American Fork. As you can see on the replay, the quarterback never had a chance on that one. A terrible snap. And Bingham will take over on downs with 3:55 on the big board. And Bingham in control. And the Miners yet to take the field. Play clock is at 12. So they need to get on with it here. They don't want to burn a timeout. And it is a handoff up the middle. That's going to go for 6. There goes for 2. Go, baby. Oh, it's not quite 6. Oh, goodness. Oh, and it looks like he lost the ball down there. And let's see what the call is going to be. I thought he had 6 all the way. Looks like American Fork recovered it at the 1. I mean, it might even be the 1-foot line. Oh, I thought he had 6 painted on the screen. Oh, that is quite a shift in momentum. I called it a little too early. And that ball is going to be spotted. I believe that is inside the 1 down there. So that's an unfortunate turn of events. So we give American Fork a little bit of oxygen here with 3:42. They're calling that the 2. That looks like the half-yard line to me. I don't know. They're pinned back there for sure. So here we go, quarterback keeper going nowhere, and that is a no gainer. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Trying to get a little bit of breathing room down there, and they didn't get any. And it's a handoff up the middle, up to the 5, so they get a little bit of breathing room out of that one. As the crowd really gets into it down there, you can hear them. So 3rd and 6 for the Caveman as the clock continues to wind. Under 3 minutes now. And they're going to pass it. An outside screen goes for the 1st down. So the clock will temporarily stop with 2:29 on the board. And it starts to wind again. So 1st and 10 Caveman, but they're running out of time. And they're going to keep it on the ground and tackled for about a 3-yard, call it a 5-yard gain, is the running back for American Fork. So we're going to call this 2nd and 5. And around the outside is the runner, and he gets across the 40-yard line, and that looks like a helmet-to-helmet tackle there. So we're going to see what this is called, and here's the replay. I don't know if that might be on, might be on the offense. So let's see what the call will be. 1:45, which is what I show. Hard to tell, it happens so fast. Oh, they're going to call holding on American Fork. Oh, okay then. Well, we'll take that. That's a surprise. Looked like the flag came out right as the hit was made, so I made the assumption that there was a personal foul committed, but that is not the case. I'm not sure what the down and line to gain is at this point. And another screen play over here on the near side. And it looks like it's a yard, no, it looks like it's past a yard past the line to gain, so that'll be a first down for American Fork. With the clock running. And American Fork going for it, and it looks like they might have a catch. Oh, right off the fingertips of the receiver out there. With 1:15 remaining in the game. And almost intercepted. Number 46 had it in the breadbasket and let it go. That was close. So 1:11 left on the clock. American Fork, I would dare say, is out of time. Unless they can manufacture 3 scores somehow in 71 seconds. Bingham's in the driver's seat right here. Stay in bounds, and the clock will run. Short gain on that play. So this is going to be they said 3rd and 6. 4th and 6, my bad, 4th and 6. And American Fork back to pass, and it is nearly intercepted. And that would have been the worst case scenario. Well, not the worst case scenario, but Bingham will get better field position with the turnover on downs at this point. So 37 seconds left on the big board. Bingham will take over on downs. And I feel a victory formation upcoming for the Miners as they will take over at the 44 of American Fork. Coach Jones has to be happy with the crew on both sides of the field with this performance. A little miscue there on special teams, but defense and offense look really good this game. And they're not going to do victory formation. They're just going to run it up the middle instead and let the clock run, and I don't think American Fork is going to take a timeout, so this is probably going to do it right here. And I didn't get the clock started. Oh, that's my bad. We're down to 17, 16, 15, 14. There we go. Now we're synced up. No reason to run a play. The play clock has more time on it than the game clock, and this is going to be a big W for the Miners as they beat the undefeated Cavemen from American Fork by a score of 28-10. Congratulations to Bingham for an outstanding game. We'll take one final look here at the crowd. And we'll close it out. So we have next week another home game, excuse me, another home game here at Ron Thorne Stadium. We will be hosting Harriman September 16th, Friday, 7 o'clock. So another stream upcoming on the BroadcastBingham.com YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this one. It was a little rough. We made our fair share of mistakes for sure, but we'll try to clean it up a little bit more for next week and make it a bit of a smoother transition for everybody. So congratulations once again to Bingham. We're going to shut things down and be back next week. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy the full moon, and we'll see you next time.